Darren, a quick turnaround from Saturday. I mean, from the word go, we were in their faces really, and made so many chances during that game, and came away with one all draw. I mean, what's your take on that game?
I think whenever we draw at home, we're disappointed, regardless of what we think the performance looks like. I think we're always disappointed to draw here. I don't think I'll be as disappointed for the 2 points that we've missed out on tonight. I will all season, because it was chance after chance after chance, and I'm not really one of those coaches that will empathise with that. I'd rather have 2 chances, score them both, be boring, concede no goals, win. So the players, I think everyone here knows my mentality by now, but I think aesthetically and physically and their attitude, I thought it was a good attacking intent, and the biggest disappointment for me was our execution of set plays. So our execution of set plays was really poor. I thought the delivery was very strong, and I thought the receivers, they were very poor.
I mean, to my mind, some of our build-up play was some of the best I think I've seen this season. In terms of some of the quick passing and the energy. Was it just a case of a bad day at the office in front of the goal? I mean, was it?
No. It's quality. Lack of quality in front of goal. Not bad day at the office. We're talking about players passing the ball from 12 yards into an 8 metre by 6 metre goal. We're not talking about pinpointing, a 1 centimetre squared area. Poor quality, poor technical quality. Obviously your temperament's hugely important in those situations, and your composure. But we can have if, buts and maybes, and we could have been this much up after this amount of time and that much up after that amount of time. You have to do it. I don't begrudge Ebbsfleet their point, because they had their one chance. One I think is fair, and one chance. And they took it, and they took the same amount as we did from our chances that were plentiful. So you have to take them. Good teams do take them, and I think it's probably a great barometer for where we are. I think it's a really good barometer. We won't go down the route of who's available and who isn't available. And if he was there, he would have finished. Because we don't know that. We don't know. But we're on the cusp of being a really, really good side. A really good side. But you have to win those games to convince yourself and everyone else that you are that good side.
Just one point on our goal was a penalty, and it was. I think you mentioned in one of your previous interviews we'd missed quite a few, and so one positive was seeing Jim took a great penalty there to put it away.
Yeah, it's a positive.
Yeah. And you could tell, I think the fans were great, but it's almost like I saw the players walking off, probably myself and others, and the fans walking off. I think everyone was in the same boat, really, thinking, that there were so many chances in that game. But the fans were behind the team from the word go.
I think supporters always reflect the players, and the players will always reflect the supporters. And the attitude of the players tonight was excellent. Their energy levels, athleticism, their physical performance was brilliant. To have come back from Gateshead and to have put that amount of leg work in. Those 2 advanced midfield players really do spend a lot of energy early on. Their tank goes the quickest in that role. But I thought that part of the game was good. Absolutely no problem with the players' attitude, and the supporters' attitude was brilliant. We all saw the same game, and and I'm very complimentary of our opponents, always very respectful. But we missed those chances. We missed those chances, not them.
So Yeah, and then looking ahead, 4 points over the weekend. Looking ahead to York, it's a reminder for the fans. It's a 12:30 kickoff, so get down here early. It'll be breakfast, right? And get your bacon rolls. Come on down, but it should be a good occasion, good crowd, and an opportunity to test ourselves against York.
Absolutely, no, brilliant. The fact that Neil's now the manager will make it a far tougher proposition, because he's a brilliant coach, manager, and it'll be a very tough game, and we'll have to reproduce some of that, definitely, and some of the Hartlepool performance if we're going to get that result here as well. But it's tough. It's tough winning games. Hardest thing to do is win. That's why only one team picks up a trophy at the end of the year. And I think we're moving nicely in a positive direction. But that has to be solidified with points, and it's only ever solidified with points. And whilst we can probably, in a better emotional state, commend the 4 points over the Saturday and the Tuesday, we don't want to do that, because we feel we should have 6.
Yeah.
And when you play in my teams, we only ever see winning. We only ever talk about winning. That's the only thing we talk about. What it looks like is irrelevant to winning. If it looks great and you lose, you're still a loser. So I think really important that we lift some of that tonight and try and apply it in a more dominant performance, and the players will know, everyone will know that we'll be disappointed that we've only taken 1 point, because if we're a top team, that's a very, very comfortable evening. A very comfortable evening. I don't want to be disrespectful in any way to Ebbsfleet, because for the fact that they took their chance, they deserve a point.
Brilliant. Well, thanks for your time. We'll see you on Saturday, and hopefully it'll be a good occasion. Certainly there'll be a lot of people here, and
I hope so.
Darren.
Thank you.